How's it going, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Michael. So with this video, I think I wanted to talk a little bit about I guess what people call the rat race. Another way you can call it is kind of the grind, or the normal way of life of having like a paycheck and working at a job or a company. So why this topic? Why am I choosing this topic right now to talk about? Well, as you guys might have seen from a past video, I'm kind of in between jobs right now, and I've been kind of rethinking what I want to do next in my next stage of life, as you might say, next stage of life, right? So, in these past, I guess 10 years since I've graduated from university, I've just been living the regular life that people live, working jobs for a paycheck. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's a nice thing to do. It builds discipline, it builds routine. And honestly, I do kind of like working in a normal job just because of the routine that it gives you. And there is some benefits from that grind, especially being a teacher, when you have to go into the classroom every day and you're kind of repeating and practicing your profession, I guess you can say, every day. There's a lot of value in that. You learn a lot, you grow a lot. So I think, working a job, there's nothing wrong with it. It can be very good. But yeah, as I said, I'm kind of rethinking the next stage of life. And one thing that I can say about, when you just graduate, most people, they're not making that much money, right? Their salary is not that high, and they're kind of in survival mode, you can say. Maybe not saving a lot, having to pay, rent, food, utilities, all that kind of stuff. So it kind of puts you in like a survival mode where you have to get your paycheck to survive, to live, to rent a place and to eat and everything, right? So being in survival mode for your whole life, imagine that and how draining it would be, right? So here's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm 32 years old. I've been grinding for the past 10 years, saving money. I even worked in China for a couple of years because of the high salary, and kind of sacrificing my emotional or spiritual well-being in a way, which I'm not regretting what I did, because I did save up some money, which is very good. So I can say right now I'm not really in survival mode. I've saved up a bit. I've got some time to think what I want to do next. I've got some time to relax and focus on my health, my mental well-being. And yeah, so god damn, what is, I heard something in there, some kind of fucking beaver or something, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I guess the shift would be going from survival mode into more of like choosing how you want to live next, right? And kind of the thing that I was thinking is, when you're in the rat race, or when you're grinding for your salary, you have an hourly wage, or you have a monthly wage or salary, right? So you're kind of getting paid the same every month or every week for the time you put in to your job, right? It's kind of capped. It doesn't matter if you know, you do way better in 1 week. If you slack off another week, you know, or if you go on cruise mode on 1 week, you can say, you get paid the same either way, right? And usually when you work for a company, your salary is kind of capped as well. I mean, the company needs to make profit and you're just an employee, so you know, you're not getting paid as much as the one who owns the company, for example, right? And so that's what I've been thinking. You know, to make your own money, you need to somehow do something of value. You need to share value, you need to give value. But how do you reach that point? That could be another topic for another video. But in my way of thinking, you can just be yourself and share what you've learned in life. Well, maybe I can. I don't know if everyone can do it, but everybody's got their own different thing that they're good at. For me, I find it natural and comfortable for me to share my thoughts and my experiences. And so that's kind of what I feel I should try to do with YouTube, is just make videos and try and just share with you guys what I'm thinking. Because I know a lot of people will relate, and a lot of people are in a similar position as I am or have been, you know, and they're looking to see how other people handle life and, you know, their ideas. So I feel that it's a very valuable thing. As a human being, we all kind of, you know, look for connection. We look to others to see how they do things. So why not share with you guys how I have handled some things in my life, because I've learned a lot. Anyway, I'm rambling, but you guys get the point. So the rat race, your salary is kind of capped, but when you start kind of doing your own thing, you can just share whatever value you can give. And again, for everyone that's different. Some people, they are very good at video games, they love video games, and they live stream. Some people like to make beautiful or extraordinary cakes or something, right? And they make YouTube videos on how to do it. You know, there can be so many things. So I feel like it's important to get out of the rat race, because it kind of gives you more freedom and it lets you kind of do what you're good at or what you are passionate about in a way. And I don't really know where I'm going with this, but it's just something I'm thinking right now is the rat race, you know, it's kind of optional. And I feel like there comes a time where you can just try to do your own thing, and it can be very difficult. I've had this YouTube channel for 10 years and I've never posted consistently on it, and there's all kinds of reasons. I can make another video about that. There can be mental blocks, you know. It can be like excuses that you make to yourself, but yeah, that'll be another topic for another video. But anyway, guys, I feel like I'm rambling and I'm kind of losing my point right now, so I'm just gonna end it here. Hope you guys liked the video. Yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. and see you guys next time.